Okay, good afternoon, everyone. I, Abhishek Dubey, welcome you all on behalf of the webinar desk to this interactive session on Excel dashboard with Mr. Mohit Chitwani. And Mohit, without any delay, I would request you to begin as we have people joining and 40 of us, 40 of the participants have already joined. So let's begin, Mohit.
Yeah, so hey, good evening all. So we will be building a dashboard in Excel today. The dashboard will be looking something like this. Yeah, so dashboard will be looking something like this. And this is the interactive dashboard because each and every of the slicer is connected to all the views which you can see. There are 5 different views. One is showing you the gender split, other is showing you if a participant is subscribed online or not. Other view is showing you the stream of that particular student, whether engineering, foundation or medical. Then this view is showing you the top of mind awareness. The top of mind awareness basically is, suppose if I ask you the name of the institute or the coaching institute that comes to your mind first and you say FitG, then it becomes the top of mind awareness. So out of the total students that we surveyed, 48 had the top of mind awareness about FitG. Then is the source of awareness. That means from which medium they got to know about our client. So I will show you the how the dashboard functions first. Suppose I click on the gender female. Each and every view gets updated to the female data, and you can easily describe about the female data by this view. Then if you click on male, it will all the views will update to male. And suppose your manager asks you to just show me the data of 9th, 10th, and 11th class, you can just select it and show him the data of 9th, 10th, and 11th. So this is how easy a dashboard can function once you built it right. So let's begin by building this dashboard. I hope all of you might be having this file which I sent on the mail. This is the raw data file which we will be working on to create this kind of dashboard. So to begin, the first step is to convert this whole data into a tabular form. So the keyboard shortcut for this is Control T. So I am pressing Control T. So it appears. It automatically gets the range of the data. I press OK. It converts into a tabular form. Next is insert a pivot table. So while making a dashboard from any data, we will insert the pivot table only once, and we will make multiple copies of this sheet now to create other views. So the first view in this dashboard is of gender split. So we will drag gender into the rows and any particular field which can give us a count of gender into the values part. So we know that females are 58 and males are 103. We will create a pivot chart out of it by inserting a pivot chart. So this is a pie chart. Okay. We will remove all these buttons because we don't really require them. So we will right click and press hide all buttons. We will change the chart name to gender. And we will show the data labels and the legends to the top. Yeah. So we created our first chart. This is how simple it is to create. We will name this sheet as gender. Now we will create the other one, which is the online, if a particular student has subscribed online or not. So to create this, we will just copy this sheet by clicking on right clicking on gender, move or copy. We will create a copy of this sheet and press OK. So it will create another sheet similar to it, but this time we will change this sheet to online subscribe. And the values part, and in this rows we will drag this particular feed, subscribe to any online channel. So as you can see, the pie already gets updated, but we don't require a pie chart, so we will right click and press change chart type. We will change this chart to column chart. It's okay. You can delete this total, we don't require this. We can change the title to online subscribe, right? Now the other view is of a pie chart of streams. So we will create another copy of this sheet, move a copy, create a copy. We will name this sheet as a stream. We will now drag stream part into this row, but we first have to remove this. Now drag stream into this and change the chart type again to the pie chart like this. you will have to add data labels again and legends to the bottom so that it will be as good. Yeah. And change this title to stream. So for now, we have created 3 views of our dashboard. Let's proceed and make a dashboard so that you can have a hang of it. So we create a new sheet, name this sheet as dashboard.
Mohit,
Yeah.
there's a request that we need to be a bit slow.
Okay.
People need to follow. So
Okay, I will repeat the whole overall steps that I did for now. Like I created a simple pivot table for gender so that I can have a look at what the split of gender is. I inserted a pie chart by going on to insert and inserted a pivot chart, a pie, and pressed OK. So it gave me this. I created a copy of gender and named it as online subscribe. I placed this field, which is subscribe to any online channel, onto the rows. It gives me a count of how many people have subscribed online. Like 48 have subscribed online and 113 not. And I created this bar chart out of it, which is also a pivot chart. Then I copied this sheet again, named it as stream, dragged stream into the rows, and it gave me the split of the streams. Sorry. Yeah. So now to create the dashboard, we have created a blank sheet named dashboard. We will select this whole sheet and we can give it any fancy color like this. Now all I need to do is copy all these 3 charts onto the dashboard sheet, like copy, Control C, Control V, place it somewhere, to stream, Control C, Control V, go to online subscribe, Control C. Yeah. So we have created these 3 views already in our dashboard. Now to make this interactive enough, we need to add slicers. The way to add slicers is you can select any of these charts. Suppose I select this gender chart and go to insert tab, go to slicer and add 3 slicers. For now I am adding only gender, class and stream. You can add any of these slicers, but for the simplicity sake I am just taking these 3 and pressing OK. So I have these slices. I will place them to the left onto the dashboard so that it looks cool. Yeah. But as you can see, if I click on only females, only this chart gets updated. These 2 are not getting updated still. So the way to update these charts also is very simple. Right click on this and go to report connections. And click on all the other pivot tables and press OK. Now as you can see, all of my charts are getting updated. Yeah. But still class and stream are not connected, so we will go to again report connections, turn this on, and I will do for stream also. Turn these 2 on. Yeah. So now as you can see, all my slicers are functioning correctly. As I click engineering, it will turn to engineering. These 2 charts are updated for engineering. As I click on foundation, this is updated to foundation, and these 2 charts are showing me the numbers of foundation. Yeah. So now I have already created 3. So any questions for now? Like, are you able to follow these steps? If at all you have any questions, you can unmute yourself and ask me.
if anyone has any question, you can unmute yourself and ask, or write in the chat box. We'll surely answer.
Yeah, like how to add slicer.
Yeah.
How to add slices, right? So I will remove this for now. I will show you again how to add slicers. You click on any of the pivot chart. Go to insert tab. Go to slicer. And I want to add 3 slices named gender, class and stream, because I want to filter out my data on the basis of gender, on the basis of class and on the basis of stream. So I add these 3 slicers. I will drag them to the left so that it looks perfect. Yeah. Now, as I can see, it is only updating this chart because it was associated with this chart only. To make the connections with the other two, we just have to right click and go to report connections and turn these things on. And we have to do this for every slicer so that it functions on every other chart. Done. Now every other slicer is controlling all the charts. Yeah. So suppose you have to view the data of only 9, 10th and 11th. You can just select these 3. The data is updated. Okay. So now I will move on to the chart of source of awareness. This chart is a bit tricky, so please follow me. So to create this chart, I will go to online sub, just create a copy of this. Sorry. Just create a copy, move over copy, create a copy, and name this to top of my source of awareness source. And you just need to do is drag these 2 out and go to the bottom, and you can see source newspaper, TV ads, email ads. You just have to drag this into the values field and ensure that it is sum and not count. And as you can see, my bar chart is already getting built, but I don't need this as I need this in a vertical form, so I will change the chart type to bar. Yeah, I will remove this total. I need data labels. I will have legends on my right. Perfect. And I will change the chart title to source. Yeah. I will make this chart a little bit bigger. I will just now the last step is to copy this chart onto the dashboard and place it somewhere. So I am placing it right here. Make this. Okay. So it's fitting my dashboard now. Just make it a little bigger. Yeah. So I just now have to check whether the slicers are functioning with this new added chart or not. So I will just click on it. Yeah, it is functioning. So no worries. Now the last view of this dashboard is of TOMA, which is the top of mind awareness. I will again go to online sub, create a copy. Name this as TOMA.
Mohit?
Yes.
People have faced some voice issue at their end, so they are requesting if you can just repeat the last step.
Okay. About the source of awareness chart, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I will be creating the source of awareness again. If you have not followed, I am deleting this. I will go to online sub. I will have to right click, move or copy, create a copy of online sub. Name this as source 2. Just remove these fields because we don't need this. We need source. And go to the bottom of these things. You will see source newspaper. Pull it down. TV ads, email ads, school tests, and friends event. So we created this kind of chart, but we require a vertical chart, so we'll change this chart type to bar and press OK. We don't require this, so we will delete total. Add data labels, legends on the right, make it a little bit bigger, change the title to source of awareness. Okay. Just copy this chart now to the dashboard. So here it is. Make it fit to your dashboard. And just drag it to so that yeah. So now all we need to check is whether this chart is also connected to the slicers or not. So just check if it is connected. Yeah, it is connected. As the data is updating. If I click on 9, it is updating, and if I click on 0, it is updating. Yeah. So this chart is also connected to these slicers. Now the last part is TOMA. This chart. create this chart is very simple. Like just copy this, create a copy, name is 212. Remove this and add the TOMA onto the rows. The chart is really very haphazard, so I will have to arrange this data. First, I will change the title. To sort this data, you just need to right click on any number, press sort, smallest to largest, and it gets sorted. But I want a vertical chart again, so I will change the chart type by right clicking and var. Okay. I need data labels, and I don't need this. I will just copy this chart onto the dashboard. So it appears on my dashboard. To adjust the height. So now you can see that my TOMA chart is here, but we want to check whether it is connected to the slices or not. We just press F. So the data is getting updated. That means it is connected to the slicers. Yeah. So we have created our dashboard, which doesn't like, I have not designed it enough, but you can do any designing. Designing is really very simple, so I'm not concentrating on the designing part. You can just adjust the widths to look even better. And to bring it down so that you can.
Mohit, there's a question. Why do we take sum instead of count?
Okay, so in case of source of awareness, we did a sum, right? So this thing is pretty easy, because if you go to the raw data and if you go to the source and if you see how the data is, like source newspaper, it's a binary number. One means that they have got the news from newspaper, and 0 means they have not got the news from newspaper, but they have got it from family and friends. Okay, so we need how many of the people actually got the news from newspaper. So we want the sum of this whole column and not the count. Count will give me, like as you can see at this bottom, count will give me 161, but sum will give me 103. And my main data point is 103, because I need how many students got the information from newspaper. So 103 got the information from the newspaper, and my dashboard really shows this 103 getting the information from the newspaper. And if I want to see how many females got the information from the newspaper, I just click on females, and I know that 40 females got the information from the newspaper. So this is how an interactive dashboard really helps you in generating insights, in telling your data in a beautiful fashion. And one more important thing about this dashboard is, like right now there is a survey of 161 students that we did. Suppose you go to market and do another survey of 10 students, like I have a test data of another 10 students, and you want to incorporate this data onto your dashboard. Right now the 58 and 103, the sum is 161. So right now the data is about the 161 students. But suppose if you want to incorporate this new data onto your existing data, all you need to do is very simple. You just need to copy this and paste it to the raw data sheet and just below 161 and paste it. And when you go to dashboard, right now it is not updated because you have not clicked on refresh all. To update all these views, you just need to press 2 buttons, one on data and the other on refresh all. Once the data is refreshed, as you can see, the numbers are now refreshed and it has become 60 and 111. The sum is 171. So basically you have updated each and every view of your dashboard in a single click just by copy pasting data at the right place. So this is the beauty of the Excel dashboard, which you can incorporate in your projects. You can really make dashboard out of any data that you have in Excel, and you want to present some insights to the management team. This comes in very, very handy. And one second. Did you change the background of the sheet before creating this? Yeah, so I changed the background by just selecting this overall sheet by pressing this button, which is a triangle kind of thing. I went to home. I changed the color to, like, I can give any color to the dashboard. Like I prefer giving this color, so I give this. Yeah. So suppose now you want some different styles and you don't have the time to style up your dashboard. You can quickly do it by going to page layout, going to themes, and you can select any theme that you like. Like this is a darker theme. So it changed all the colors. Suppose I don't like this, I can go with this. So this is how easy it is to manipulate with your dashboard. Any questions till now?
Okay, Mohit, there are some questions here.
Mhm.
People are asking, can a dashboard be made for qualitative data?
Mhm. Yeah, so
One question
like,
from Disha.
yeah, so Disha, actually, you can prepare any type of dashboard from the qualitative data. Suppose you have a qualitative data, like even I had the qualitative data, like I will show you. So it really depends, like what kind of qualitative data you have. Like in uh, like in the stream part, I have engineering, foundation, and medical, but there are only three words that are appearing again and again. And I want to see how many are from engineering or how many are from the other stream. So I created a look of streams here. So I want to see how my split of females in the particular engineering or foundation stream is. I just clicked on females. So this is the kind of split that females have, and this is the kind of split that males have. And if you are talking about qualitative data, there is one more thing, like here, source newspaper, source TV ads. So this is a kind of data that the question was put forward to them, whether you got the news from newspaper, TV ads or something. So they said newspaper. I converted that data into a binary form. So you need to convert the qualitative data into this form so that the dashboard can incorporate those things. I hope I am clear and I answered your question.
Mohit, I have a question regarding satisfaction level.
Yes, tell me.
So, can we somehow incorporate something like an average satisfaction level for for particular institutes, something of sort we could do in Tableau?
Yeah, we can do it in Excel dashboard easily. I will tell you. You can go to any of these sheets that we created. Suppose we created online stuff, we create a copy of the sheet. And please follow this. This is a bit tricky. So currently you are selling average satisfaction, right? So we will name this sheet as average satisfaction. And we just need to remove these things because it is showing me online subscribe. I will remove this. I will also remove this. I will put satisfaction level to the values and change this setting from sum to average and press OK. So as you can see, it is showing me an average of 3.6141. But I just want the decimal places up to 2 digits. So I go to home or I just click on the shortcut.
But this is an overall average satisfaction. What if I want an average satisfaction, let's say for particularly for Fridge or for Bansal or something?
I will
of
show
that
you.
sort?
I will show you. I will show you. Just a second, right?
Sure.
So my time is running out. If suppose the meeting gets cancelled or something, you can rejoin to the same link. Okay. Suppose this is the average satisfaction, which is 3.61. We can make a bar out of it, right? And name it as average satisfaction. Yeah. The data label to it. So it gives you the satisfaction level as 3.61. Just copy this onto your dashboard. I don't have any space there, so I will just shrink this chart a bit. Place it here and fit it to my dashboard like this. Yeah. So now if you want to see about Bansal only, just or for the stream engineering, suppose. So yeah, engineering is average satisfaction of engineering students 3.59. For foundation, it is 3.66, or medical, it is 3.68. Have I answered your question now?
Yeah, so if I add another slicer, let's say for coaching, this would work,
so-
right?
Yeah, I'm showing you. Suppose I insert a slicer for where is the coaching? Name of the
Yeah,
current
name of
coaching.
current. Yeah.
Okay. Suppose you want for Akash, so it is 3.33 for
Okay,
Ellen.
got it. Got it. Thanks.
So this is how easy a Excel dashboard can function, and this will really help you out while presenting your data findings to the management team, and they really like these fancy stuff.
Okay, Mohit,
Yeah.
there are some questions here in the chat box.
Mhm.
There are 2-3 questions which we should answer.
Mhm.
The first one is, can we hide slicer to further level up in the presentation?
Yeah.
They
So,
want to hide the
but
slicers.
suppose you hide the slicers, then how are you going to click it? So if you want to hide slicers, basically you can do this. So I have hidden the slicers, or you can just press delete on the slicer buttons, or you can make it somewhat short like this. You can play around with the slicers any way you like, but the slicers are the main controlling feature of your dashboard, right? You cannot just do away with the slicers. But if there are no slicers on your dashboard, how are you going to control the data? You are going to show a static image.
So,
Yeah, if you have any question, you can ask.
one question is there, can the dashboard be uploaded on PPT? And will that be dynamic? Like if I'm running a PPT, so
So
will
when
I
I
be able to
presented,
change the parameters over there?
yeah, so when I was presenting my data findings, I just made a screenshot of this dashboard and pasted on my PPT, and I've just pressed a Control Tab button so that it reverts back to the dashboard. So you cannot directly control this thing through
So
PowerPoint.
you need to control them from the Excel.
Yeah, because slicers don't work in PowerPoint.
Yeah.
I hope everyone got this.
And if any of the question is unanswered, you can unmute yourself and ask us. We'll be happy to answer.
Like how to
Yeah, Mohit, there was one sheet where you showed about the binary. So how did you convert it into binary? That is 1 and 0. Can you tell
So
me about that?
you can easily like do that because it's not a big thing. Suppose you have a qualitative data, like suppose I write A, and I write B in this. Suppose this kind of data you have. Suppose you have newspaper, news, TV, radio, and news. Okay, and you want to convert news into 0 and 1. So you basically put an if function. This is equals like this.
All right.
Okay,
Thank
okay.
you.
Thanks.
Any other question?
So was this helpful to you all? Like we have only 5 minutes remaining. Some last questions if you have, or the Abhishek will then close the session. Abhishek, you can directly post the link to our page. Like if they have any questions, they can ask on the page, right?
Page also. If any of the questions remain unanswered, you can post your questions over there, and would request you to follow the page for further schedules also.
Okay.
And if any question, we are happy to take. Like we have 4 minutes, 4 more minutes now.
Can the slicer be changed to something like a drop down menu or something to make it look a bit more minimalistic?
You cannot change, like there are some settings in the slicer settings. Only these things you can change about the slicer. Otherwise, you can add a filter button, but I don't really prefer using a filter button because
Okay.
slicers get connected to different charts, but filter buttons don't get connected to these charts.
Okay. Okay.
So you can really minimize these slices to any extent you want, and then you can like this.
Hello. Do you have any YouTube channel for the same?
Right
No,
now
as of now we don't, but we'll be sharing the recordings link through mail. Since we have all your email IDs, we're going to write a mail to you guys asking for the feedback, as well as the this video would be shared over there. And you may comment or share anything on the page also, that LinkedIn page that we have.
Okay, thank you.
So if we don't have any question, Mohit, I think we can go ahead for the closure.
Yeah, sure.
Right. Okay. Thank you all for this wonderful participation. The session was very much engaging. Yeah.
Hello.
Any questions? Yeah.
Hi. I have a very basic question. Like, suppose if I have to show my, boss the average satisfaction depending on the gender, class, stream, and the name of current institute, wouldn't I be doing it directly by showing the satisfaction? And why would I be required to create this dashboard?
So basically, I have shown you a method to create a dashboard, right? Because obviously you will not be having such a simple data in Excel. So you will be having complex data, and your boss will be asking you that these are the views I want on my dashboard. So when the data gets complex and the views get complex, the dashboard really makes sense. Right now, you are saying that this is really very simple, and like why will he be asking such a simplistic question? But when the data is very huge, suppose the data is of 1 lakh rows, then managing that data on that level becomes really very difficult. And dashboard really helps you in that case.
Mohit, I have a question. Hello.
Mhm.
Hello.
Tell me.
So Mohit, suppose we have different Excel files and different formats of data. Still, can we make a dashboard in that without making it in a simple format like the master data that you had shown?
Can you repeat? Forward.
My point is, suppose we have multiple Excel files and multiple formats of data.
Okay.
Can we still make the dashboard? Because in your file, it was a simplistic data in a proper table format.
So
But
if you want to
many of the
create,
times the scenario is not like that.
yeah. So if at all you have such kind of data, basically you will have to merge all these data into a single sheet to create a dashboard, because dashboard only functions on a particular sheet. Like right now I have a raw data file. So what I presented in my presentation, right now we have only 18 data columns. But in my case, the sales data, it had around 150 like it had ranging around 100 columns, and I created a dashboard out of it. I merged overall data into one sheet, and I did that. But Excel has some limitations of 10 lakh rows. You cannot exceed it.
Suppose we have multiple files, then okay. So multiple files won't work for the dashboard, right?
Yeah, you
Multiple
will have to create
sheets of
separate.
data
Yeah.
won't work
No,
for the file.
you will have to create only one pivot table, which will be linked to only one.
We have less than 30 seconds left. If you want, we'll be here again.
Thank you, Mohit.
On the same link, you can join. If any of you are having any questions, you can join on the same link again. For 10-15 minutes, we'll extend it with the same link.
Okay, guys, it was really nice meeting you all.